Hello everyone, my name is Emmy. Today I'm going to read about the iguanas hitch a ride to Fiji. What green long-tailed, tree-loving lizard had befuddled scientists for centuries? It's the Fijian iguana. Like other iguanas, Fijian iguanas are reptiles, cold-blooded animals that lay eggs and are good at adapting to their environments, which include deserts, rocky regions, coastal areas, and tropical rainforests. However, Fijian iguanas are unique in that they live nearly 5,000 miles away from their peers. Iguanas typically hail from the Americas and the Caribbean, so scientists have long debated exactly how the Fijian iguanas came to be. Now, scientists have new evidence that might help elucidate this reptilian paradox, an old puzzle. Traditionally, there has been two primary theories to explain the existence of Fijian iguanas. The first argues that these lizards descended from the ancient long-extinct iguana species in East Africa, though little fossil evidence has been unearthed to corroborate this. The other theories persist that millions of years ago, iguana traveled to the regions from South Africa via land bridges that long connected to the Americas, Asia, and Antarctica. But Dr. Simon Scarpetta has a different theory. The scientist was the author of a study of Fijian iguanas, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science of the United States of America in 2025. Scarpetta and his conference postulate that rather than utilizing land bridges, iguanas drifted from North America to the South Pacific and floating vegetation in a single ocean voyage. And while that might sound outlandish, evidence suggests that it is entirely feasible. Some new evidence. To begin the study, the team of scientists compared the genetic makeup for more than 200 iguana specimens housed in museums around the world. By comparing DNA in different iguana species, the scientists discovered that Fijian iguanas were most closely related to the North African desert iguanas. That two species somehow diverged from one another between 31 million and 34 million years ago. At approximately the same time, the Fijian Islands were formed by underwater volcanoes. The time frame for when the two species split is important, said Dr. Scarpetta, shared with the New York Times, because it's proof that iguanas cannot have traveled to the Fijis over land. At that time, the land bridges were either submerged or covered in snow and ice. Thus, they were inaccessible to iguanas, who can't survive underwater or in extreme cold. Edgar, Dr. Scarpetta assessors, the iguanas must have hitched a ride across the Pacific Ocean on vegetative raft. Putting the pieces together. Ocean rafting is a common, adult, adventurous mode of transportation for iguanas, who often get marooned on floating debris following powerful storms. People have spotted iguanas floating atop broken logs, clusters of leaves, uprooted trees after hurricanes. So, Dr. Scarpetta said, it's plausible to think that North American desert iguanas might have been inadvertently transplanted thousands of miles from home via floating vegetation. You can imagine some kind of cyclone knocking over the trees when there are a bunch of iguanas and maybe the eggs, he said to UC Berkeley News. And then they caught on the ocean currents and drifted over. The ride to Fiji would have taken anywhere from 2.5 to 4 months. But scientists say that it wouldn't have been a problem for these desert iguanas. Their bodies were already habituated to high dehydration and limited food. Plus, if they got hungry, their rats would be provided a nutritious snack. After the day is born in the South Pacific, these little lizards will have felt right at home in the region's warm and sunny climate. If Dr. Scarpenter and his colleagues are correct, then the journey of the iguana made long ago would be the longest known ocean-going terrestrial advance of any land vertebrate except for humans. This knowledge opened the doors to even greater insights to the world around us. There's a big feat over a little lizard. There are academic definitions. Corroborates means to confirm or give evidence, the truth of something. Conference means to alcoholic. Ego is therefore hence. Advantageous means the happening by chance. This is the end of reading and making definitions of Did iguanas hitch a ride to Fiji? Thank you everyone to listen to me speak today. And my name is Emily. Thank you for listening.